Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today, I'm sharing a personal story about how I went from an unhealthy, middle-aged guy weighed down by illnesses to someone who found new life and energy through fitness. It's a journey filled with challenges, triumphs, and some surprising lessons. Stay tuned until the end for a fun Easter egg, a simple way to train your biceps at home. I had always been the life of the party. The guy who could crack a joke in any situation, the one people gravitated toward for my quick wit and endless charm. But beneath the laughter and easygoing demeanor was a man trapped in a cycle of unhealthy habits. At 55, I was carrying an extra 50 pounds, and my doctor's office visits were becoming more frequent. High blood pressure, borderline diabetes, and chronic joint pain were just a few of the issues that plagued me. Yet, despite the warnings, I continued my nightly ritual of beers and chips in front of the TV, dismissing any notion of change with a shrug. Everything changed on a warm spring afternoon when my best friend, Mike, showed up at my doorstep. Mike, a fitness enthusiast who had recently completed his first triathlon, had been trying to nudge me toward a healthier lifestyle for years. This time, he wasn't taking no for an answer. "John," Mike said, standing in the doorway in his running gear, "you're coming with me to the gym. No excuses." I chuckled and waved him off. "Come on, Mike. Gyms aren't my thing. Besides, I'd just embarrass myself next to all those fitness junkies." "Listen," Mike said, his tone softening. "You've been my best friend for 20 years. I'm not going to sit by and watch you waste away. Just give it one shot. If you hate it, I'll never bring it up again." Reluctantly, and partly to get Mike off my back, I agreed. The next morning, I found myself standing in the middle of a bustling gym, feeling completely out of place. Everywhere I looked, there were people lifting weights, running on treadmills, and executing complex exercises I didn't even know existed. Mike guided me through a beginner's workout, a mix of light cardio and simple strength training, and to my surprise, it wasn't as unbearable as I'd imagined. In fact, there was a strange sense of accomplishment when I finished. The real turning point came a week later when I stepped on the scale and noticed I'd lost 2 pounds. It was a small victory, but it ignited a spark I hadn't felt in years. Encouraged by Mike and fueled by the thought of proving myself wrong, I committed to a 3 times a week routine. I swapped my nightly beer for sparkling water and replaced my chips with nuts and fruit. Small changes, but they started to add up. The first month was grueling. My muscles ached in ways I didn't know they could, and I often questioned why I was putting myself through it. But every time I considered quitting, I remembered Mike's words, "You're stronger than you think." Slowly, the workouts became less of a chore and more of a challenge I was eager to conquer. By the 3rd month, I was down 15 pounds. My blood pressure had improved, and I noticed I could climb a flight of stairs without feeling winded. Encouraged by my progress, I began experimenting with different activities. Mike introduced me to yoga, which helped with my joint pain, and a local cycling group that met every Saturday. I, once the skeptic, was now the guy enthusiastically suggesting new ways to stay active. 6 months in, my transformation was undeniable. I had shed 30 pounds, my energy levels were through the roof, and for the first time in years, I felt in control of my health. But it wasn't just my body that had changed. Working out had become a form of therapy, helping me navigate stress and boosting my confidence. The gym was no longer intimidating. It was my sanctuary. One day, while flipping through an old photo album, I stumbled across a picture of myself at a barbecue 2 years earlier. I barely recognized the man in the photo. The oversized shirt, the tired eyes, the forced smile. It was a stark contrast to the vibrant, athletic version of myself staring back in the mirror today. "I can't believe I used to be that guy," I said aloud, shaking my head. I decided to celebrate my progress by setting a new goal, running a 10K. It was an ambitious leap for someone who had once struggled to jog a single mile, but I was determined. I downloaded a training app and mapped out a plan. The first few runs were tough, and there were moments when I doubted I'd ever cross that finish line. But each step I took was a reminder of how far I'd come. On race day, I stood at the starting line, surrounded by hundreds of runners. As the crowd surged forward, I felt a wave of adrenaline. The race was challenging, but I pushed through, driven by the cheers of spectators and the thought of the man I used to be. When I crossed the finish line, a mix of exhaustion and euphoria washed over me. I had done it. That evening, Mike threw a small celebration at his house. "To John," he said, raising a glass of sparkling water, "the most determined guy I know. You've inspired all of us with your journey." I laughed, my face flushing. If I can do it, anyone can. Trust me, the hardest part is just starting. In the months that followed, I continued to push my limits. I signed up for more races, tried new workouts, and even started mentoring others at the gym who were just beginning their fitness journeys. My story became a beacon of hope for those who felt stuck, proof that change was possible at any age. Today, I am in the best shape of my life. The man who once avoided mirrors now walks with pride, his head held high. I still enjoy the occasional indulgence, a slice of pizza here, a glass of wine there, but I've learned the art of balance. More importantly, I've rediscovered a zest for life that I thought was long gone. As I often tell people who ask about my transformation, it's not about the weight you lose. It's about the life you gain. As a little bonus, I've included an Easter egg for those who made it this far. A simple way to train your biceps at home. It's an easy, effective method to build strength without stepping foot in a gym. Give it a try and let me know how it works for you.
Welcome to your ultimate guide on training biceps effectively. In this tutorial, we'll take you through a series of exercises designed to help you build stronger, more defined biceps. Whether you're a fitness enthusiast, a regular gym goer, or just starting your strength training journey, this video is for you. Let's kick things off by understanding why bicep training is crucial. Strong biceps not only enhance your upper body strength, but also improve your overall physique and functional movements. Before we dive into the exercises, it's important to start with a proper warm-up. This helps to prepare your muscles and reduce the risk of injury. Now let's move on to the first exercise, the classic bicep curl. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart, hold a dumbbell in each hand, and keep your elbows close to your torso. Next, we have hammer curls. This variation targets different parts of your biceps and forearms. Hold the dumbbells with your palms facing your body and curl them upwards in a controlled manner. Another effective exercise is the concentration curl. Sit on a bench, lean forward slightly, and place your elbow on your thigh. Lift the dumbbell towards your shoulder, squeezing your bicep at the top of the movement. As you progress, you might face some challenges. Common misconceptions include using too much weight or not controlling the movement. Finally, let's cool down with some stretching. Stretch your arms overhead and gently pull one elbow with the opposite hand. This helps relax your muscles and aids recovery. Remember, consistency is key. Regularly incorporating these exercises into your routine will not only strengthen your biceps, but also enhance your overall fitness journey. Thank you for joining us today. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others who are looking to improve their bicep training.